All right, so let's get into it. Celebrity friendships. You know they're always fascinating, but especially when things get a little complicated and the internet starts buzzing. That's what we're diving into today, the relationship between Nicole Wallace and Gabriel Guevara. And to help us break it all down, the rumors, the fan theories, all the social media whispers, we have our expert guide to all things celebrity relationships. I think we're all a little bummed about these rumors. So in this deep dive, we're going to try to figure out what happened. We've got articles, comments, the whole 9 yards, ready to see what we can uncover.
Absolutely.
So first things first, Nicole and Gabriel go way back, right? Like even before they were big names.
Oh, yeah, way back. They've been working together since they were teenagers. And they've always been open about their friendship.
Yeah, they've always seemed close,
Yeah,
both on and off set.
exactly. And you know the sources you've shared, they back that up. There's even a quote from Gabriel where he says, "Of course she is. So we're working now, but out of the set, we're friends."
Wow.
Seems pretty clear cut, right?
It does. So where did all this speculation come from? What set the internet on fire?
Well, I think the Instagram unfollowing, that was the big turning point. That's when the fans really started speculating.
Yeah, that unfollowing definitely sent shockwaves through the fandom.
For sure. Some fans thought it was totally ridiculous, while others saw it as a sign of like deeper issues. The comments in your sources, they show the whole range of reactions. Some are even saying that they unfollowed to protect their healthy friendship.
It's interesting how one little thing on social media can cause so much debate and interpretation.
It really highlights the power of social media and how it can amplify even the smallest gestures.
Absolutely. And, it's not just about the unfollowing itself. There's this whole undercurrent of fans who want Nicole and Gabriel to be a couple. I mean, their on-screen chemistry is undeniable.
Oh, totally. And that intense desire for a real-life romance, it probably puts even more pressure on their friendship. Makes you wonder if all the shipping and speculation, if that could have played a role in their decision to unfollow each other.
Yeah, for sure. It's like adding fuel to the fire.
Mm.
I'm also seeing a lot of people wondering if they'll look back on this and see it as like immature behavior years down the line. Makes you think, right, does this whole thing show how different generations view social media and its impact on relationships?
That's a really insightful observation. Maybe for some people, unfollowing someone is no big deal, but for others, it's a really significant statement. It would be interesting to explore that generational divide a little more.
Definitely. But one thing we can't ignore is that both Nicole and Gabriel have directly addressed the rumors, which shows they're trying to manage public perception.
Absolutely. They're both very aware of the public eye and how their actions are interpreted.
For sure. And speaking of interpretation, Nicole consistently refers to their connection as a working relationship. Do you think there's a reason behind that specific wording?
It's definitely worth considering. It could be a deliberate way to create some distance from all the romantic speculation and emphasize the professional side of their bond.
Yeah. They're trying to draw a line between their on-screen personas and their real lives,
Exactly.
especially with all the buzz around their new film, Culpa. Fans are so excited to see them back together on screen.
Even though filming's done, the promo tour will probably put their dynamic back in the spotlight. It'll be interesting to see how they interact during all those events.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's so many layers to unpack here. But before we go deeper into the fan reactions and analyze what they said, let's pause for a second and put ourselves in their shoes. If you were navigating a high-profile friendship with everyone watching your every move, how would you handle the blurred lines between your public persona, your real-life connections, and the constant gaze of social media?
Wow.
Tough one, right? We'll come back to that after we dig into some more specifics from your sources.
Sounds good. Let's see what else we can find. It's interesting, how divided the fans are about all this.
Yeah, the reactions are all over the place.
Some fans are totally on board with the unfollowing. They see it as a way to protect their friendship from the rumors and the scrutiny.
Yeah, I see that a lot in the comments. It's like a protective instinct, wanting to safeguard something precious.
Exactly.
We all know how intense fan culture can be, especially online. There's this constant speculation and judgment. One commenter even said, what happens is that people made the friendship they had so toxic that on camera or on social media, they had to stop following each other so that rumors that are not real would come to light. A healthy friendship.
Wow. It's like they're saying even celebrities need boundaries, even from their fans.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that
Yeah.
behind all the fame and glamour, they're just people trying to navigate relationships.
Absolutely.
It's a constant tug of war between public image and personal life.
Mm.
and those lines get blurred.
For sure. And when you add in their on-screen chemistry, it's no wonder fans are so invested
Yeah.
in their relationship, whether it's real or imagined.
Right. It's like they're living out a fantasy on screen, and it's hard to separate that from reality.
Sometimes we forget that they're actors playing roles.
Yeah. Portraying emotions that might not even be real.
It's so easy to get caught up in the story that we create in our heads.
Absolutely. Speaking of real people, though,
Yeah.
it's interesting how Nicole and Gabriel have been so careful in how they've responded to the rumors.
Yeah, like they're choosing their words very carefully.
Exactly.
They know that everything they say is going to be analyzed and interpreted.
It's a tough balance, trying to maintain some privacy while still addressing their fans' concerns.
They're trying to steer the narrative in a way that protects their friendship without making things worse.
Especially with their new movie, Culpa coming out soon.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out during the press tour.
Every little interaction, every glance, every comment, it's all going to be scrutinized.
The double-edged sword of fame.
Right.
You get the adoration, but you lose control over your own story.
So true. But at the end of the day, we're still left with that question. Are they just friends? Or is there something more?
The question everyone wants answered. But maybe we're focusing on the wrong thing.
Ooh, I like where you're going with this.
Instead of trying to define their relationship or look for hidden meanings, maybe we should be looking at the bigger picture.
Okay.
What does this whole situation tell us? About celebrity culture, about fan expectations, about public and private lives in the age of social media.
That's a really interesting perspective. It's easy to get caught up in the drama. But you're right, there's a much deeper conversation to be had here.
This deep dive, it's taken us down some unexpected paths.
It has. From Instagram unfollowings to fan theories, to the very nature of friendship and fame.
It's been a whirlwind.
For sure.
But even with all the twists and turns, one thing's clear.
What's that?
This whole thing just shows how important it is, expert speaker, to be mindful about how we engage with celebrity news.
Yeah, you're right. It's so easy to get caught up in the gossip and rumors. But we have to remember that. These are real people with real feelings and relationships. Maybe their friendship means more to them than letting fans dictate what it should look like.
It's a good reminder to check ourselves and our assumptions. Just because we see something online doesn't mean we know the whole story. And honestly, it's really none of our business.
Exactly. Nicole and Gabriel have said they're friends. We should respect that. I don't know about you, but I feel a little sad seeing them grow apart like this.
I think a lot of people do. Their friendship is like any other. It's going to have its complexities.
Yeah, you're right. It's not our place to judge their connection.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of obsessing over every little detail, we should just appreciate the fact that they've managed to stay friends at all with all this pressure.
That's a great point. It's not easy to maintain a friendship when the whole world is watching.
It says a lot about them, their resilience and their commitment.
Exactly.
I think it's easy to forget that celebrities are human too.
They have ups and downs in their relationships, just like we do.
The only difference is their lives are played out on a much bigger stage.
And that stage comes with its own challenges, especially with social media, where everything is magnified and analyzed.
This deep dive has really given us a lot to think about, not just about celebrity friendships, but also about how we consume information online.
It's a reminder to be critical, to be empathetic, and to remember that there's always more to the story.
It's been so great exploring this with you. I think we've all learned a lot about fame, friendship, and social media. But before we wrap up, I want to hear from you, our listeners. What are your takeaways from this deep dive? What surprised you? Did you gain a new perspective? Head over to social media and share your thoughts using #TheDeepDive. We always love hearing from you. All right, that's it for our deep dive into the world of Nicole and Gabriel. It's been quite a journey, from sadness over the rumors to a better understanding of what they're going through. But even with all the speculation, one thing is clear. They had a real connection that brought joy to so many people. As they move forward, we wish them both the best and hope they find a way to navigate fame while staying true to themselves. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those deep dives going.